Specific video goes to the old vegans. Yes, I am talking to you, face to face, former vegan to vegan. It doesn't sound the same, but hey, I was a veteran. Thank you for my service, I guess. Okay, whatever, vegans. I gotta ask you something. When I'm not a vegan anymore, do you see me as a mass genocidal maniac dictator who would literally destroy countless of lives? Do you see me that? Do you see me like an evil person? If you say yes, I'm proud of it. Now screw you, vegans. Get lost. Now, for the vegans who said those weird vegans who don't like my opinion, you can say goodbye. And those regular people who still here and even though they're vegan, welcome to the chat. And I'm going to talk about the worst vegan of all and what she has done to this world, and just discriminate and literally make the word vegan astonishing and disgusting for the rest of the world. There is something wrong with her. I'm talking about that vegan teacher. Yes, I said the name. He shall not be named. Well, I'm saying it now when I'm standing my ground and grabbing my wand, waving Avada Kedavra right at her face. You probably know the world's most famous vegan and the world's most criminal vegan. I say public enemy number one, or food public enemy number one. The most disturbing vegan I've ever noticed. You probably know that vegan teacher. He's one of the most craziest person to ever you called a vegan. If he represents the entire vegan community, then I'm pretty sure the community will definitely get discriminated, being thrown rocks at and beaten up by the police. Discrimination of vegans everywhere, even though the good vegans, because she is the front page of vegan. Anything that involves with the word vegan is either anything like guys who don't really like people who eat meat, and some think of them as demons came out of the scorching fires of hell, whatever they are. I'm about to show you one of the most disgusting videos ever, and I'm doing it because I can't edit, so I'm just gonna do the usual. I'm gonna pause it and show you right in front of my laptop. Warning, disclaimers and everything. Please, if you're going to puke, grab a bucket, grab anything, or not, get some earplugs and hold your anger.
Imagine that this is your baby, and you ask your sister to babysit for a little while because you have to run some errands. Imagine that you tell your sister that you are vegan and you don't want your baby to eat any animal products. You trust your sister because you think your sister loves you and respects you. But when you're not looking, your sister takes the dead body part of an innocent animal who didn't want to die and feeds it to your child. Then she makes a video and she posts it for everyone to see. But the feedback she gets isn't of people scolding her for being cruel and betraying her sister's trust. The feedback she gets is praise.
Well, yes, obviously vegan teacher, because it's a baby. When babies do funny stuff, we go ha-has and giggles and laugh at us and chuckle nuts, and a little slap on the knee right there because it's a baby. If it does ridiculous things, it does funny motions. If a kid does something funny when he realizes he listens to rock music the first time in his face, go, yeah, that's something funny, but it's not hurting the kid, and there's nothing wrong with it. Also, if the babysitter was going to feed him like meat or something, I mean, he wasn't actually chewing the meat. He was just eating licking the barbecue sauce. He didn't eat the meat, so beat your system right there, vegan teacher.
This is the kind of vegan-phobic world we live in, where a vegan mother cannot even trust her own family to follow her instructions and not betray her. Millions of people have seen this video and have commented that they think it is funny, and they somehow think that this is proof that the baby wants the meat. But look closely. This meat is covered in barbecue sauce, which is made of salt, sugar, and spices.
I see your point there, vegan teacher, but yeah, that's what I said. The barbecue sauce is not, it's vegan and there's nothing wrong with it. He didn't even actually eat the meat, so yeah, got you right there.
Eddie is enjoying the barbecue sauce, which is vegan. If this had been a lollipop, the child would have had the same reaction. If this
Yeah, we're gonna stop there because this is gonna be one of the most disturbing parts, and I'm just gonna skip through it.
Ponder that. Picture that. Feel.
No, vegan teacher. No, I will not think of that. You know what kind of people do think of that? Pedophiles. Absolute freaking pedophiles. Those are the real monsters in hell. I think that you're one of them. I'm sorry, but holy shit! What the frick, vegan teacher? Yeah. So if you don't know why I paused like in the middle of that video, because in the beginning he said, "Okay, let's see. If this barbecue sauce was laced on a lollipop, it would been okay. Yeah, sure." And then there's a second statement. He said, "If this barbecue sauce was laced on someone's," and you guys will probably know this if you're going to watch the video itself. I'm not gonna say it at all because that'll definitely get me canceled, even though I'm a small YouTuber. Yes, this will definitely get me canceled. And I'm just gonna say it, wiener. Yeah, if this was someone's wiener, the baby would like it. Now that is the most astonishing and the most crazy thing ever. Jeffrey Dahmer will look at you and think you're insane, ma'am. He wouldn't look. He would look at once and hear this, which is immediately back off. It was like, okay, I'm correct. I'm a little crazy, but ma'am, you're fucking wild. I'm really sorry for that. Ignore what I just said. But anyways, yeah, this is one of the most astonishing thing ever. You're comparing a baby eating barbecue sauce to literal SA. You don't know what that is? It's okay. Well, no, you gotta learn from the beginning. But that is the most craziest comparisons you ever thought of that. This is like comparing me to painting the walls to graffitiing the White House. That is the most crazy comparisons you could ever think of. How did you even come up with this in your brain, ma'am? I'm pretty sure you're a teacher, and I don't think you should be able to go near children at no. I don't think you should be able to think or have children at all. I know you were granny or something. How old are you? And I don't think you should be close. You be close to near your grandkids at all because they'll be afraid of you too. This is one of the most outlandish things I've ever heard in my entire life from this vegan teacher, though. But I'm pretty sure any kind of other videos that he will post, it will definitely get her canceled because of this video. He did not get restricted by YouTube at all. That is the most confusing thing ever. So a lot of people are trying to report this and say like, "Oh, man, Miss Vegan Teacher here's been saying something about a certain assault to a literal defenseless minor who can't do anything to defend himself and is just eating barbecue sauce." But this lady just said the most disgusting words known to humankind. For the 34 or whatever people watches her videos will immediately do the face and then acts that really wanted to kill her. Probably, well, not that's too much or something. Now let's see why this would be the most stupidest thing you would ever say. First of all, yeah, you shouldn't be giving the kids, meat because why would you even give it meat? I mean, it doesn't have any teeth. You can't chew on a piece of bone. You can't chew on meat. It still has a piece of bone. It looks happy just licking barbecue sauce. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just having fun. There's nothing wrong. And don't you know that you can't just have vegetables every day if you're a little infant? You gotta realize that a little toddler needs protein, not just from the tofus and whatever soybeans, whatever you're giving to the baby. No, you actually gonna have to give him like chicken. Yeah, chicken, the most common meat ever. Yes, you have to give the baby that because it needs it. It needs the protein. It needs the nutrients to grow. It doesn't need all vegetables. You can't force someone to be vegan. This is like forcing someone with your own, your own weird ideologies or in your cult. You're already indoctrinating someone in a cult already. And how can you know that this baby doesn't want to be vegan? And how if the mother doesn't allow him to be doesn't allow him to eat meat. Well, sure, I can't help it, but when he turns 18, I guess he can pick on his own. But what do you know? Maybe this kid must have liked meat. Maybe when he grows older, he likes to become a butcher, and then he likes maybe work at a 5-star restaurant and serve a sirloin steak. What, you don't know that, vegan teacher? This is just a normal kid, and then you're just assuming that this kid eating a piece of meat, a dead animal, if you must say, is comparing it to literal SA? If you're not in a straitjacket or in a jail cell, then I don't know why you're freed. You're somehow hidden somewhere. Okay, and then in the end of the day, he said like, "Ooh, let's make a vegan utopia. Let's make the entire world vegan." Okay, miss, or ma'am, or being, or whatever. I don't consider you, as a creature or anything. If the entire world is vegan, that means you had to destroy thousands and thousands of acres of lands, just to plant stuff. And then there will be predators, and then there will be what do you call it or something? I think it's something. And then you call like prey that doesn't eat animals. It eats vegetables. Because the land is so huge, you're gonna have to call some people to kill those animals that are eating your crops, because we want to eat humans want to eat the crops, but the animals are eating the crops too. And sometimes they destroy the crops, because unlike humans, they like to destroy things, and they also like to eat half of the things that we, fully gonna eat most of it. And that leads to the food chain imbalance. Yep, you do realize, what the food chain is. You know that animals eat other animals, and you do realize if you don't continue the circle of life, that means the ecosystem will be on balance. Enough with the rant of the vegan utopia. See, you also need to stop comparing me to a Nazi or a traitor to your empire of the galaxy, thinking that I would, somehow tell people not to be vegan or anything. Dude, people can do whatever they want, eat whatever they want, unless it's like absolutely stupid things. You can't force them. It's just meat. Almost every single person in this world has eaten meat before. You were a meat eater, and I know that because if you were a little kid, you were being given meat. I don't think any kind of parent should, teach their kids to be vegan or whatever. Now, I'm going to stop ranting right now because I'm trying to let all the steam, all the fumes coming out of my body, not, trying to punch a wall or punching my laptop out of rage. Should Miss Vegan Teacher be in jail? For my research, no. I don't think he should be in jail. I think he should be. But he didn't do any actions. He did say the most disturbing thing I ever put in my ear holes. I wouldn't wish that upon anyone else. It's a good thing I paused this video because, at the middle, because I don't want you guys listening to this at all. If you even want to watch the video, he's still defending her opinion in the little comments. That is how effed up, how mumbo jumbo and, cooked up her brain is. I don't know what's going on in her life. Maybe she's going through some mental breakdown, or I don't know. Maybe there's something we don't know, which is why I keep saying these. Even though there is something wrong in her mind or what she's going through, she shouldn't be saying this at all. This is literally not something you should joke about. This is not some goofy haha laughs and anything you should say, or maybe you should, tell your opinion about. Man, this is something that you shouldn't say at all. No reason why. But anyways, yeah, I don't think the vegan teacher is going anywhere. I think she's gonna keep talking more insane stuff ever, and she's not gonna convince anyone. And unfortunately, because of this video, I'm pretty sure a lot of vegans will get being discriminated in somewhere in the streets or somewhere in the world, saying that, oh, you guys like to compare this to that. I'm telling you, not all vegans are that. I already told you before. All vegans are good people. I mean, look at Avatar Aang. He's a vegetarian, and I don't see him complaining to Katara or Sokka, telling that they should start eating vegetables or not. He didn't force them. But anyways, yeah, that's what I have to say. Please don't discriminate any vegans. Not all of them are like this. It's just that this vegan teacher, it's just the face of every vegan's there. It's sad, and she should be, charged or something. See ya.